3rd, I watched The Lobster. I gave it 4 stars. I followed it up by watching Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick movie. I gave it 3 stars and a heart. Blue Velvet, Cape Fear, Alien, Team America World Police. I only watched about 30 minutes of that, but I still logged it. I only watched about 30 minutes of Hatchet because I was high, so I also, didn't really like it. It wasn't really worth watching. It had one of the worst scripts I've ever heard or seen. Whether or not that was intentional, but the bloody parts were good. Then I watched Carson Runquist's short film Long Toast. It was 45 seconds long, and I gave it 3 stars. You have to watch it. It's on YouTube. Then I watched Pieces of a Woman. I've been thinking about this movie every day, so I probably would give it 4 stars now instead of 3, but my initial reaction was 3 stars. It is on Netflix, and as long as you can deal with childbirth stuff, check it out for sure. And if you have some patience for more artsy films. I then watched Ma Rainey's Black Bottom for the first time all the way through. I gave it 3.5. I'd probably keep it at 3.5 now. I had some criticisms, but Chadwick and Viola Davis's performances were just outstanding. Then watched One Night in Miami, and I said, this is how a stage adaptation should be done for film. I gave it 4 stars. Followed up by Sound of Metal, 4.5 stars. It is outstanding, and you need to watch it right now. It is free on Amazon Prime Video. I hope Riz Ahmed gets an Academy Award nomination for this, and I hope it wins Best Sound for sure. Followed it up by my favorite film, one of my favorite films of this decade so far, over the 2 years of this decade, of the 2020s. Dick Johnson Is Dead. It's an amazing documentary. It's on Netflix right now. I then followed it up with Another Round, or Druk. It's a foreign film about alcoholism, and it's a really funny movie, but it's also like very, very artistically made, and it's just fantastic. Followed that up by Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, a movie about some touchy subjects in a very slice-of-life way. Gave that 3.5 stars. On the 18th, I watched Dreamgirls. It may be the Amazon Video format, but the TV I watched on, but this sound was awful. Made up with the music and the performances, so that was okay. Like, it made up for it. But I gave that 3.5 stars. I love that movie. I watched the short film World of Tomorrow. Wow, what the fuck was that? Give that 4 stars. Then I watched the South Park Pandemic special. Then I tortured myself by watching Salo, or The 120 Days of Sodom. My review is pretty long, so I'm not going to go through it. It's really disturbing. That's all I can say. Then I watched another favorite movie of the year so far, Some Kind of Heaven. It's a documentary about the Villages, which is where I spent a majority of summers in between Disney trips, visiting my grandparents and family friends up there in the Villages. This movie was fantastic. If you liked the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward goes to his own little neighborhood, that's perfect. You will like this movie. I then watched Full Metal Jacket, gave it 3.5. Then I finally watched through First Reformed. It was really good. Then I watched Grave of the Fireflies, my first Ghibli, or an anime movie. I gave it 4.5 stars, followed it up by the next day with Stand By Me. Watched part of A Scanner Darkly. Finished Antichrist, gave that 3 stars. Rewatched Phantom. Half-watched American Guinea Pig, The Song of Solomon. It was fucking awful. Watched Fatal Attraction, gave that 3.5 stars. Found a new favorite movie in Phantom of the Paradise. For the first time, watched a Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, gave it 4 stars. Watched the deeply existential, darkly funny short film, or feature film, It's Such a Beautiful Day. Followed it up by the director's Wisdom Teeth. What the fuck was that? Then watched another Tarantino movie with Django, Booksmart, and currently I'm watching Nomadland. I have watched about 36 movies this month, and I hope to make it 37 next month.